Hi everyone, it's Tara Johnson from Sales Management Solutions here with this week's State of the Union address for week ending May 22nd. Here's our dashboard to start off with. We have our open ops up in the top left there, our pie chart. Below it, we have our ops that were opened for this quarter. In the middle, we have our activities. On the top is the last two quarters, a rolling look there. And then bottom is just last week. And again, just remember this is all of our emails, phone calls, surveys, online meetings and trainings, which we've been doing very heavy on. I know Scott heavily works on that, which are obviously more time consuming as well. So it's really our main focus right now is those trainings and keeping in touch with our wholesalers. In the right side, we've got our cases and order targets, which we're going to take a closer look at again. And you can see there's a little bit of an uptick, which is so nice to see. Cases for May, we are at 558. In April, we were at 466, so we're up 20% in our cases for the month of May. Order targets, we have 149 for May, up 23% from April. That equates, and this is what we're looking at here, to dollar amount of 540,000 right now for May, which is up against 399 for April. So we are up 35% right now in our dollar amounts for our order targets, which is just fantastic. You know, we've been monitoring these very closely, and it's hard because our wholesalers have obviously been a little more conservative in their ordering, so it's nice to possibly see them bringing in stocking orders again after kind of playing it a little bit safe over the past 2 months. Here's our Gio Point for the nation, and then a closer look at the Northeast here. Very color-coded, and I love that we even got into Maine and a good amount in upstate New York this week. So it's very rounded out, which is just wonderful. We will keep in touch with our wholesalers on a regular basis with our surveys and phone calls. Here's our surveys, and we actually added a couple new questions for this week. So we'll be seeing some new results going forward. Our top is the territories, as always. Then we have our contractors being allowed in branches. This still seems to be a little even. However, we did add a curbside option as an answer, and that I think is a little bit skewed. I think we all know that our wholesalers are offering curbside for the most part. So a lot of the no's are probably more on the curbside technically, but we'll just kind of go with this, and we'll start to see that shift, I think, a little bit over the next couple weeks. Then we've got our sales reps visiting. Obviously, that's still pretty much no right now, but we're going to kind of keep an eye on that as we move into safer work zones. The next one is when do we think that salespeople will be allowed in the locations? So this is one of our new questions just to kind of get a gauge on when we could possibly get back out on the road. So we've got June and July as options right now, and we'll just kind of see how that goes and monitor that question over the next couple weeks. The following one is salespeople. When are their salespeople going to go on the road? Because that's going to give us a great indication on when we can get out there as well. So right now, 26% are saying that June is when they're going to try and get their sales reps on the road. So that's right around the corner, and we are very hopeful that that'll happen. Next one is, how are the sales trending for this month? So most of them are still saying down 63%, which is understandable, but I think we're going to start to change in gears there. The next one is how far down are you for the month? Well, actually from May, April, and March. So this is a 3-month look. And okay, 16% are saying they're down between 15 and 30. And again, these numbers aren't 100% because we just started monitoring this just about a week ago. So it is one of our newer questions. But I think it'll be a great indication for us to see how conservatively they've been, and maybe see if that translates into an upswing in orders. So something to check out in upcoming weeks. Are construction sites open in the state? Still pretty much even around the board. It's definitely by territory. So, we've seen more construction opening in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New England. So, it's kind of all around the board right now, but we're monitoring that. And then state of staffing is still pretty much the same, where they're either just kind of rotating staff or they're fully staffed but doing social distancing. So those are the results that we found. Now we did pull out a couple questions to just kind of a look at a comparison between the week before 5/15 versus 5/22. So for the most part, we're seeing the same, like sales reps still being, not really allowed, and those are pretty even. Sales trends still pretty even. Where we're seeing a change is the construction sites opening. And I know it's a little skewed here because of the colors, because the percentages are highest to lowest. However, you can see this yes at the bottom. 26% this week have said that their construction sites are open versus just 10% the week before. So that's the trend that we're mainly looking at here. So, and here again is our survey links. Thank you so much for watching our State of the Union every week. We really value this time to share this information with you, and we look forward to your input on anything you may have. You can always check us out at smsteam.com. Thank you so much.